Ladies and gentlemen, we invite you to watch the English channel news of the Central TV channel of Đồng Nai Province. It will report Vietnam's economy in 2023 and prospect in 2024. The Central Institute for Economic Management (CIEM) assessed that Vietnam's economy has shown quite clear recovery momentum and growth in the second half of 2023. Gross domestic product (GDP) in 2023 grew by 5.05%, 1.45 percentage points below the target, but there were improvements between quarters. By 2024, CIEM has proposed two economic growth scenarios. In particular, in the first scenario, it is forecasted that economic growth in 2024 may reach 6.13%. Full-year export increased by 4.02%. The corresponding forecast trade surplus is $5.64 billion. Average inflation is 3.94%. In the second scenario, economic growth is forecast at 6.48%. Full-year exports increased by 5.19%. Trade surplus of $6.26 billion. Average inflation is 3.72%. In both growth scenarios adopted by CIEM, the economic growth rate will reach the target approved by the National Assembly, 6 to 6.5%. A few days ago, HSBC Bank predicted that Vietnam's economy could grow by 6% in 2024. From 0 a.m. on January 15th, trade union members and employees can start to participate in purchasing goods and consumer products during Lunar New Year at a program, Trade Union Debt Market 2024, held on e-commerce trading platform Shopee, Tiki, and etc. Accordingly, when buying goods and products in the program, Trade Union Debt Market 2024 held separately at Shopee, Tiki, union members, employees will receive discounts on products and goods up to 50% compared to the market price or listed price of the seller. Get a discount code voucher directly on the product up to 50,000 dong. Get a free code voucher, reduce shipping fee from 15,000 dong to 300,000 dong. In addition, Vietnam General Federation of Labor will directly support 201,000 disadvantaged union members. Union members with excellent achievements in labor, production, and trade union activities in the form of monetary support transferred to HD Saigon iCard, credit card of HD Saigon Finance Company Limited. The program, Trade Union Debt Market 2024, takes place from 0 a.m. on January 15 to 24 p.m. on February 7th. Yesterday afternoon, at the 5th Naval Region Command in Phu City, Kinh Giang Province, the political department, 5th Naval Region Command, implemented a plan to organize a delegation to visit and wish death to officers and soldiers who are working and ratified on islands in the southwest coast of the country. According to the 5th Naval Area Command, the mission trip to visit and wish death to soldiers on combat readiness duty on islands in the southwestern quarter of Thailand with the presence of leaders of regional command, leaders of some localities, news agency, and etc. will begin on the evening of January 15th. The delegation will visit, give gifts, and wish death to officials, soldiers, and people of the islands, Thổ Châu, Nam Du, Hòn Khoai, Hòn Chuối, Hòn Đốc. The mission trip is expected to end on January 21st. On vacation, the delegation of Nai Province sent practical and meaningful gifts to cadres and soldiers of units and centered under the 5th Naval Region Command and presented foreign national flags donated by the Trade Union of Đồng Nai Food Industry Corporation. Yesterday, the Young Citizen Club of Long Khánh High School, in collaboration with Vietnam Association of Photographic Artists in Đồng Nai, organized a photo exhibition exchange on the topic of Trường Sa, their platform, and talked about the topic, the responsibility of youth unit members to their home island. Here, more than 60 works by 6 authors were introduced to students and teachers of Long Khánh High School. The photo series provides information and images about naval soldiers day and night guarding the sacred waters and islands of the far land, images of soldiers on duty at DK1 platform, images of daily activities of troops and people on Trường Sa Island. Hoàng Thị Minh Hân, student of class 10A11 of Long Khánh High School, Đồng Nai said, I see the beauty of Vietnam Islands and seas. In addition, I see the beauty of labor of the soldiers who have contributed their efforts to protect the homeland island. As a student, I need to learn more about the sea and island so that I can protect and promote the values of Vietnam Islands and seas. In addition to enjoying works about Trường Sa, DK1 platform, and etc., teachers and students of Long Khánh High School also listen to real stories about the voyage, the impressions and emotions of the delegation member visiting Trường Sa Island in 2023, when standing on the sacred island waters of the far land, witnessing with their own eyes the life and activities of troops and people on the island. The talk also exchanged and shared about the responsibilities of youth unit members to the homeland. Mr. Đoàn Hoài Trung, chairman of Ho Chi Minh City Photography Association, said, Long Khánh High School already organized, and I think other schools should also have the same form, so that through it, students can understand more about the sea and homeland islands and increase love for their homeland. Since then, we clearly see the responsibility of young people actively study and practice well, try to practice ethical behavior to later become useful citizens for society, contributing to the propaganda of protection of seas and islands. The photo exhibition and talk about the sea and islands hopes to create a change in awareness and action, especially among students with islands of their homeland. Implementing the Program 14 on building walls and towers, meeting urban civilization standards, the Steering Committee of All People Unite movement to build cultural life in Đồng Nai province said that in 2023, districts and cities will continue to implement the movement to build walls and towers meeting urban civilization standards according to the contents standards specified in Decision Number 4, dated February 18, 2022, of the Prime Minister promulgating criteria, orders, and procedures for recognition of meeting civilized urban standards. Up to now, 26 over 49 walls and towers have met urban civilization standards, reaching the rate of 53.1%. This result is evaluated based on 9 criteria for evaluating walls, towns, districts, and provincial cities meeting civilized urban standards. Specifically, these criteria are urban planning, urban transport, urban environment and food safety, urban security and order, urban information and communication, employment, average income, poor households in urban areas, urban culture and sports, urban health and education, political system and responsibilities of municipal government.